What is up, guys? Welcome back to Adam's Creepy Crawlers. So, before my channel was called Adam's Dark Den. However, there's another guy on YouTube that calls himself the Dark Den, and I did not feel right piggybacking off of someone else's channel or their name after they've worked their butts off to become a well-established channel. So I felt out of respect for him that I would change the name of my channel. So, and I wanted to come up with something unique anyway, something that fit me, and so it is now Adam's Creepy Crawlers. So this will be episode 1 of Adam's Creepy Crawlers. So today, we are going to be doing a feeding video. There's my Grandma Stole a Poker Piece. He or she is very shy, but I'm almost 70 to 80% positive it is a male. After his last molt, just the way he looks, and he's just got a lot of male characteristics. But I mean, I could be wrong. You know, it does happen. So, but so we're gonna change the water, and I do keep my own cricket colony. Not a very large colony, however, you know, but I do keep them. I prefer to know what, you know, my feeders are fed with and what I'm feeding my tarantulas. You know, at least this way I know what they're being fed. And, you know, I just gut loaded them last night with some mandarin oranges. So they're good to go. And they also have a jelly pot in there with them at all times. So, you know, I make sure my feeders are very well taken care of as well, because, you know, my tarantulas are going to eat them. Now, we're going to see if Grumpy Butt here is going to eat. And, yeah, he is grumpy. Since he molted, I've definitely noticed a change in behavior. A lot more skittish, and just, yeah, just mainly a lot more skittish. That's the biggest change I've noticed. Before he or she molted, not so much. You know, I could open the enclosure, things like that, and wouldn't really have too much of an issue. But now, as soon as you touch the enclosure or open the enclosure, you know, he bolts. Or goes in there and hides. And yes, I do keep nylon over my crickets. I don't want nymph flies getting in there, laying eggs, blah, 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 possibly infecting my tarantulas. So just some cheap pantyhose from the dollar store, and you just cut them in sections and slide it over the top of it so nothing can get in and the crickets can still breathe. So, alright, we're going to see. Let me grab my feeding tongs. Those are my maintenance tongs. These are my feeding tongs. They have a little bit more of a finer point, less risk of damaging fangs. When tong feeding, which the only spider I have that I tong feed is my Vicularia. I do tong feed her. And occasionally I do tong feed my green bottle blue, or her name is Bean. I will be feeding her as well, but she's going to get a mealworm. I don't have any small crickets for her right now. Everything I have is entirely too big for a little thing there. So, alright, let's get on with it. Let's see if Grumpy Butt's going to eat. Let's find one. I'm just going to drop this right in there in his hide. And keep that closed. He may or may not hit it off the bat. We will see. Oh, never mind. He was on it. There was no hesitation. I figured he would. I know he's hungry. Like I said, he or she didn't eat for almost 2 months. So after, you know, they're going through pre-molt, and then after the molt, you know, I waited 2 weeks before I fed him or her at all. So yeah, he went. Oh, there's the happy dance. I was waiting to see that. So he went almost 2 months without no food, and then, you know, I'm trying to slow walk his food right now. Started him off when I started feeding him again. I gave him very small crickets for his first meal, and then now I've worked him back into large crickets, and I am feeding him a little bit more than I usually would right now. I'm just trying to get him or her a little fattened up. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on the sex, but I am leaning more towards it being a male, unfortunately. But, you know, that's just things that happen in the hobby. But he is a gorgeous spider. Even if he is a male, he's still gorgeous. The Choco Golden Knees are just absolutely beautiful, and I love them. And yes, he got it. He definitely ate. I figured he would. So, alright, we're going to move on to the next. Actually, we're going to feed my Vicularia, and then we'll come back and feed my GBB. Or actually, I don't know. We'll see. I might feed the GBB. The only thing I have right now for the GBB is mealworms, so I got to make sure that Bean is in a position to where I know it's going to grab it for sure, because I don't like putting mealworms in there and me not being able to grab them out afterwards, because, you know, they like to burrow and turn into beetles, and, you know, they can damage the tarantula, and, well, I damn sure don't want anything happening to my tarantulas, because they are my babies. I have a lot of love for my tarantulas. So, alright, we're going to feed Bean. Give her a small mealworm, because she should be coming up on a molt soon. And I know Kari will eat my Vicularia. That's never an issue. She is a very strong eater. Let me get this enclosure open. Don't you run, Bean. And it's 50-50 with my GBB. Sometimes she's bolty. And this is a confirmed female, by the way. My GBB is confirmed female. But sometimes she's really bolty. And then other times, you know, she's really laid back and chill. But I will tell you this, I have gotten a threat post from her already, but I've also been told that the juveniles are really spunky, and they tend to mellow out as they get older, so we'll see. I know you guys don't want to see the table, sorry, I'm trying to find a decent worm. I might have to go get a new fresh batch. I don't know if these are still alive or not. Had them for a couple months now. It's alive, I think it's just cold, okay. That should be a good size for her. Like I said, she's only a 2-inch juvenile, so. Let's see if I can't position the camera to see where you guys can get to see this takedown. Any chance you're going to take this, Bean? Got it? And she got it, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I seen her on the tongs. Pretty sure she got it. Let me look. Oh yeah, she got it. Good girl. And that's the one thing I do like about my terrestrial species, is they will, well, most of them will eat a variety. They'll eat mealworms, they'll eat, you know, crickets. However, Miss Bougie Girl right here, she's very bougie, and she will not, and I repeat, will not eat anything but crickets. She's bougie. Like, she's really bougie. So, yeah. Did Bean get that? I can't tell. I see the mealworm there, but I can't tell if she actually got it. Pretty sure she got it. I really don't want to have to tear her home out of there to get it, but I'm pretty sure she's got it. So, alright, move on. Actually, yeah, she definitely got it. I just seen it move. She's moving with it. Yep, she's got it. Good girl, Bean. Alright, and now for the last one. Alright, with her, I like to tap the side of the enclosure to let her know that I'm there. I don't like to startle her. Like I said, I try to be a nice keeper and just kind of let her know that I'm there. And she tends to know that I'm getting ready to open the enclosure when I do that. And she's going to turn around and actually hit this cricket pretty hard, most likely. So I'm not going to tongue feed her this time. I'm actually just going to drop it right there on her webbing and let her do her thing. I don't know if you guys seen that takedown, but that was just amazing. I don't know if I got that or not. I hope I did. Like I said, still learning how to do this YouTube thing, so, you know. But I figured she would eat. I'm actually bumping her up to twice a week now, giving her 2 large crickets a week. She's almost 5 inches in leg span, so I mean, yeah, she should probably eat at least twice a week. But as you can see, these crickets are fat, they are gut loaded, and you know, my tarantulas are very well taken care of. You know, I don't play when it comes to their husbandry, their care, their feeders. You know, I try to be a good keeper, you know. And I get to some people, they're just invertebrates. They're just spiders. Well, to me, they're my babies. So, it is what it is. But, without further ado, we're going to end this video. Sorry for it being so long. There again, hope you guys enjoyed it. And see you guys on the next one.